Welcome back. Today, I will teach you the importance of silence. A fool's talk reveals his identity. What is silence? A wise man is recognized by his silence. A fool can be identified by his remarks, while a sign of intelligence is maintaining composure. Arya also informed Shakir that people comprehended when, where, and how much to speak. No one can prevent that individual's prosperity. In the same manner, an arrow from a bow never returns. Similarly, the words that you have spoken will never return. Therefore, your words can be both your strength and your vulnerability. If you can remain silent at the appropriate times, you can avoid a lot of difficulty. If not, it's often because of the words you say that you find yourself in difficulty. Still, some individuals use their language to appear intelligent. However, according to the world's greatest sages, true power is concealed in stillness, because intelligent and successful individuals know when, where, and how much to speak. Therefore, in today's video, I will discuss 6 advantages of silence. After knowing which you are not from today, you will instead learn it from this point forward. This informs you of the when, where, and how, and you speak only as much as is necessary. First, silence causes confusion for the opponent. You do not speak until everyone in the room is completely at ease. You simply wait. Then you will notice that everyone's attention turns to you. Everyone will ponder why you're remaining silent. The anticipations of those in the future will increase. Everyone will eventually consider what you were considering. You indicate that this is not a method of manipulation. Instead, wait for the proper time. And when you believe that everyone has calmed down and is now focused on listening to you, you begin speaking. Then others will value your words tenfold higher. The great philosopher Sun Tzu defeated thousands of foes with his silence power. Frequently, he would simply confuse his adversaries by retaining his silence. He used to say that when you remain mute, you make your adversary uncomfortable, to the point where he will begin to consider only you and your future plans. And while he is distracted by these thoughts, he will lose sight of his objective, allowing you to win very effortlessly. He used to say that whoever knows when to speak and when not to speak will prevail. Number 2, silence improves concentration. Before speaking, Gautama Buddha advised, run your words through these 3 queries. First, is there any value to what you're about to say? Second, do you need to say what you're about to say? Thirdly, will your words result in any change, or will people listen with one ear and repeat it with the other? You cannot obtain the answers to these 3 queries by speaking with a human. Rather, you will discover the answers to these 3 queries when you remain silent and say only what is required. Silence and concentration coexist. You believe you cannot speak, but if you ask, you can speak and ponder. Never can talking and thinking go together. People who speak excessively simply speak. Their remarks are worthless. Constantly thousands of thoughts enter our brains, and those who speak excessively utter any random thought, which only causes problems in their lives. Conversely, those who are mute improve their ability to concentrate. They comprehend well whatever they consider. Numerous thoughts enter their minds, thoughts that they are able to express, but they analyze these arbitrary thoughts in silence and only speak when necessary. 3. Silence attracts the attention of others. Additionally, silence draws others' attention to you. If you have ever been in a group meeting, whether it be a board meeting or your classroom, you must have witnessed how silence captures the attention of others. When the teacher says, "Let's go," you begin conversing with your neighbor. The teacher's words continue to play in the background at that time. But when the teacher ceases speaking and you realize you are speaking, your attention unknowingly shifts to the teacher. The brain receives the signal that something has occurred, and your focus then shifts to the teacher, and this same thing occurs in our daily life. You must have noticed when you spoke that many people disregard your words and do not even respond appropriately. When you abruptly cease speaking, however, everyone's attention turns to you, and others ask you what happened. 4. Silence strengthens faith. To establish a relationship with a person, to make a connection with someone superior to yourself, trust is crucial. To gain the trust of any individual, you must listen to him. You can make people laugh by simply relating your own story or conversing about yourself. You can awe the individual in front of you. Perhaps the next individual will like you. The man in front of you will not trust you until you listen to what he has to say. If you are wondering why listening is more essential than speaking, consider the following. Thus, the topic is essentially why saving is more important than spending. It is difficult to comprehend the people in front of you and to listen to them. You cannot pretend to be silent while simultaneously listening to the persons in front of you. That means you are sitting quietly, and your intellect is wondering when you will shut up so I can begin speaking. Then there is no utility to doing so. Only through silence will you be able to develop your observer and listening skills in order to acquire more information about your surroundings and interpersonal relationships. When most people meet someone, they only discuss themselves because that is how they live their lives. So much improved or how many problems they are experiencing in life. And it becomes uncomfortable for them to remain mute for an extended period of time. Because of this, they continue to speak. People who are prosperous and powerful will never speak excessively. Rather, they question the people in front, attempt to learn about people, and listen carefully. In addition, attentive listening bolsters the speaker's sense of importance and strengthens the relationship between you and that individual. Number 5. Silence builds strength. It is true that the vast majority of people dislike stillness. Somewhere, people fear silence because they perceive it to be lonely, because we want people to always see us, allow us to be heard, select us, and adore us. To attract the attention of all individuals, we begin speaking. All of our utterances are intended to make the next person like us. We desire to be viewed favorably by future generations. This is why we strive to communicate all of our positive attributes to the people in front of us. We fear that if we remain silent, the next person will concentrate on our vulnerability. Because we are internally aware that we are not flawless, we avoid silence and wish to conceal this fact from others. And as we live this false existence, we become weaker internally. And solitude serves as a reflection of our lives. When we are at peace, we recognize our true selves. We recognize that there is no need for compliments from others in order to be joyful. Regardless of whether someone treats us well, insults us, or ignores us, we do not care. And silence provides us with the fortitude to not feel alone with ourselves. But if we spend time alone in solitude, we begin to like ourselves more, which significantly boosts our confidence. 6th, silence aids in negotiations. Do not speak too much. When you remain mute, the person in front of you will be unaware of your strengths and weaknesses. As a result, neither the person in front of you nor you will be able to exploit them. Your reticence can serve as a shield for your character. No one can tell what kind of person is concealed behind your expressionless visage. And due to this mystery, those who adore you will never abandon you, and your enemies will never dare attack you. When the person in front of you is silent, you will be able to deduce what he is contemplating. You must do the opposite. That is, let the individual in front of you consider your thoughts. For instance, presume you attend a job interview in which your salary is discussed. You may have been offered a certain quantity initially, but you desire a higher salary. Then you do not respond immediately. Rather, you should wait a few seconds, remain silent for a while, and then you will realize that the person in front of you must break the silence, and they will unwittingly provide you with information you can use to increase your salary. The fact that you stayed until the end of this video sets you apart from the rest. I invite you to subscribe to my channel because this channel has many more videos that empower you to keep going in life.